This is my visit to RHS Wisley, Royal Horticultural Society. I really enjoyed the gardens. It's very well designed and maintained, and they have beautiful plants. It was a hot day when I was there, so I was trying to stay out of the sun. The shade garden was my friend. Wisley is 240 acres. It consists of formal and informal decorative gardens, glasshouses, arboretum, bonsai walk, wildlife garden, rose garden, trial gardens, learning center, library, old laboratory. I'm sure I'm missing something. I didn't see all of it. It is the second most visited paid entry garden in the UK after Kew. The RHS started in 1804. They run 4 other gardens in the UK and also run the Chelsea Flower Show and the Hampton Court Palace Flower Show. They seem to do a lot around education and garden science and run important trials for plants to give recommendations to British gardeners. So this is the English country garden. Lots of plants in here. You know, she said there was 100, I think, employed gardeners and then another 100 that are volunteers. So no wonder it looks weeded. And so many places that we went to did not look weeded or cared for. She also says they do a no-dig method, so they don't have to dig it over. That must save some labor. And look at the arbors with the roses growing over them, really pretty. So this is the Wisteria Tunnel here. Apparently in May it's beautiful. It's just green now. Wisley is huge. I have seen only a portion of it, and I would put it sort of on a scale with Chicago Botanic Gardens, that, you know, you can spend, well, the day looking at all of the stuff and going to the various areas. They have a pine forest and other areas further away from here that would just take too long to walk to, but I'm sure they're very nice and would be interesting. I mean, it's really big. And there's a lot to see, and I've only, you know, scraped the surface of it. But right now I have to find the washroom. And this is the border. And what is it, 16, 20 feet? Looks pretty deep. It goes all the way up the hill, and they're just plants after plants after plants. And they're all weeded. They all look nice. Apparently now is the time to see the perennial borders, because they're starting to bloom. In the winter, spring, fall, there's not much here. Where we're going right now is the trials garden, and apparently Wisley does a lot of trials of plants. They put them in and have people come. These are, you know, she said garden designers and people within the nursery industry to come and check on the plants every so often and give them sort of a rating. And if the plants do really well in these gardens and get good ratings, then they'll get sort of their seal of approval. And she says sometimes they take them back. But it reminds me sort of the ones in the States with the proven winners by Monrovia. And that's just a commercial company that will say that plants have been trialed by them and that they're of quality. This I kind of like, because I think it's a little bit more, what's the word? Objective might be a word. They're not going to sell them. Oh, look, here's the delphiniums. I guess they're trialing delphiniums. They're awfully pretty, all in bloom. This is kind of interesting. She told us the story that all of these sweet peas here in the trial garden have already been trialed, but people like them so much here up against the path here, lining the path, and the fragrance of the sweet peas, so they just became sort of a permanent fixture. They don't really need to be trialed. They're done, but people wanted them. Where's the sweet peas? So they put them in again. Now this is how you do a wildflower meadow. It looks gorgeous, and yet it's contained, so you know that it's supposed to be a wildflower meadow. It's not just some area that's gone wild and unkept. I mean, it's just great.